Here we are at the start of turn 7. I like to think of these as hours, so let's call this hour 7. And for our next Dawn of the Zeds event card, what do we have? Alright, we catch a break fairly early in the game. We have Ranger Scouts Team Deploys. This is a really good card for us. And we'll notice now we actually have a 1 across from the Raiders, Rangers, and Refugees. This time we do have Refugees on the board. Now I made a mistake. I moved them up here last time. The civilians retreating and Refugees, it should have been on the highway track, not across the mountain track. So these Refugees get to move 1. They're making their way towards the town center. And another semi-lucky break is, does an outbreak occur on a 10 plus? Well, our current outbreak level, infection level is 7, so that is a no. We do not have an outbreak. And do we consume supplies? Well, yes, we do. So we need to move our supplies down 1. So now we have 4 supplies, 4 ammunition, and we're on to our favorite part of the turn, and that is the Zed movement. They're going to move in the suburban track and in the tunnels track. So let's have a look here in the suburban track. It's where the sheriff has been trying to take these units down. We have a 3 strength zombie. They're going to move into East Irick, and there will be a scuffle. So these civilians are activated. They're strength 2. The zombies are strength 3. And we go over to our table, and the infection level will rise by 1 for the hand-to-hand combat. And now we have to see what happens. So the zombies are actually greater than the civilian unit strength, but we shift down 1 because they're in a town, so that's going to put them at the equal table. I'm looking on this table. So the equal 2, let's see what we get. Maybe we can get a nice low number. A 3, I think that is an excellent number. So if we look at the 3 on the equal table, the attacking units take 3 hits, and the defenders take none. So what that's going to mean is these zombie units, or Zed units, are going to take 1 hit to 2, and 3 knocks them right off the board. And our civilians activated now don't take any damage. So that zombie unit goes back to the box. That's excellent. Okay, and that was over on the suburban track. And now we're into the tunnels with Zed movements. So the first thing that's going to happen is our Ravagers, special Zed units, are going to move into this catacomb space, which is 1 away from the security guard post. So we may be taking some pot shots at them there. And the 7th strength zombie is in the catacombs. And when you're in the catacombs, you have to roll a 6-sided dice to see what happens. Come on, 6. Nope. And a 4 means they just stay where they are. They remain there. So they get kind of turned around in the catacombs and don't move anywhere. So that's good because they're a strength 7. And now, for the final bit of the card, I'll read the text because it's happening now. It says, at the beginning of the action phase, which is now, make the fate draw and place the ranger units on the start space on the indicated track. Then immediately receive 4 ammo points. This unit may move once for free each RRR phase. Well, this is excellent. All of a sudden, we'll take 4 ammos. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're up to 8 ammunition. Mike Hunt is grinning. And now we look at the fate card to find out where the Rangers appear. And they are going to appear on the highway track. And so we'll put the Ranger units. They're actually very tough, very good units to have. And they have a strength of 5. They appear on the highway track at the start. This is really good. And we have a fate card, which is Sturdy Vehicles Commandeered. And it says, hold this card during the action phase, well, which is right now, add up to 3 spaces to the movement of any 1 non-Pickles player unit 1 time. Does not apply to the tunnel track. So we're going to hang on to that. And in fact, I think I'm actually going to, and let's have a look, sorry. First we have 3 actions. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to have Mike boss some civilians around and get them to do some scavenging, and that is not of any use, so nothing happens there. The next action I want to take is I want to have the Rangers here, who are now in play, take a shot. They brought a whole bunch of ammunition with them against the Zed units. Now Rangers are a little bit special. They can shoot 2 spaces away. So they're like Mike, they're going to have a 1 shift down on the shooting table. So let's see what they get. An 11. Ooh, that, I believe, sounds pretty good. So if we look at the 4, which is 1 shifted down from 5, if we look at an 11, they do 3 hits to this Z unit. Well, this Z unit has already been damaged twice and they're on their weakened state. They blow this Z unit to smithereens, completely annihilating them. Way to go, Rangers. Now we still have 2 actions left. So what I want to do is I actually want to move Doc Seaver all the way down to Innenberg. Now you'll notice it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces away. However, I'm going to use the sturdy vehicles commandeered. So he basically hops on one of these Humvees and motors it all the way down to Innenberg. Now the reason we're going to do that is you'll see in a second. That was the second action. And the third action, I want to move our well-armed civilians and start heading them up the forest track. So they can only move 2 spaces, 1, 2. I want to try to get them to that barricade space. Now the reason we're at the end now of the action phase. Now I want to look at, just show you Doc Seaver's card. Because at this point in time, he is in a space with a chaos marker. So he's going to restore order. And his card says, when restoring order, this hero may reduce the infection level by 2 at a cost of 1 supply or ammo point. So instead of the normal infection level increasing. Normally when you go into a chaos marker zone and you restore order, the infection level increases 1. While Doc Seaver's special ability is when he restores order in a chaos area, the infection level, in fact, drops 2. So we're going from 8 down to 6. Well, I'd say that was a pretty good turn for our heroes and civilians. We blew 2 zombie units off the board. We restored order back in the town. And things are looking a little better than they did last turn. So join me next time for turn number 8.